Imagine a job, or better yet, a career, where the mission is to help the community and individuals meet their basic food, shelter, and healthcare needs. Stick around, and I'll tell you all about it. Hello there, I'm Oscar Chavez. You may be asking yourself, what is an eligibility specialist? Well, the purpose of this video is to let you know what an eligibility specialist does and what they do on an everyday basis. Follow me and we'll talk to some people doing the job.
An eligibility specialist administers the Medi-Cal, CalFresh, Covered California, CMSP, and General Assistance programs. The eligibility specialists are stationed throughout many of our county offices with 3 major posts, 2 in Santa Rosa and 1 in Petaluma. To do this effectively, the specialist must first learn our software and the multifaceted regulations and budgeting guidelines for each program. There is a lot to learn. Those of you that are selected to join the team will participate in a 2-month classroom training program and serve a probationary period of 1 year. The job is divided into 2 major functions. One is intake and the other continuing. Intake is all about establishing aid for the clients. The eligibility specialist conducts interviews both face-to-face and on the phone and reviews application forms and supporting documents. It's a highly technical job with a very human side, as challenging as it is rewarding. Every determination affects someone's life. When the client is not eligible, it can be upsetting for both them and the specialist.
In the beginning, when you first start, you remember every client that you have. And as the years pass by, you have so many clients, but there are certain people that stand out. And I do recall a few years ago, I had an individual who was homeless, living in a tent by the river. It had been raining the night before. His tent got flooded. He was soaking wet when he showed up, but the smile on his face, and I said, "Good morning, sir." And he was in such good spirits. And I remember thinking how resilient he was, how happy he was, and just the light in his eyes of living his life was still amazing, regardless of the situation he was facing. And so it was really touched me, and I was able to offer him some, as far as proving his case, I was also able to provide him with some warm clothes, and he left even happier than he came in, and I remember that he did impact my life as well.
One thing that I really do enjoy in my current position as the Justice Services worker is working with those individuals being released from both jail and prison, and again providing them with basic human services such as Medi-Cal and food stamps. That way once they are released, there's a few less things on their plate that they have to deal with. They know that they can put food on their table, and they know they can visit the doctor with no questions asked, and they can focus on bettering themselves and bettering their lives.
I enjoy most that my day is always different, and it's fast-paced, and it requires me to be flexible, it challenges me, and I get to help people all day long.
The continuing functionality. This is the maintenance portion of the job. The continuing eligibility specialist works in a service center where they communicate with our clients by phone. They answer questions, update case information, complete yearly renewals, and offer referrals based on our clients' needs.
I find it meaningful a lot of the times. Sometimes you might feel a little unappreciated when you're answering calls or processing cases, but when you get that one person on the phone that says, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much, I appreciate all your help," that really makes it feel like worthwhile. You're doing something good, you're helping the community. And then I love getting the calls when people call and say, "You know what, can you discontinue my case? I'm actually doing really well now. I have a job now. I appreciate all the help that I had during this time. Thanks for being here during that difficult time."
So I've been an altruistic person the majority of my life, and giving back to my community, giving back to others, helping others, it's very rewarding.
I hope that gave you some insight into the day in the life of an eligibility worker. It is a noble career that makes a huge impact on our economy, our response to client needs, but mostly it impacts and affects...
It affects me.
Me afecta a mí.
Это влияет на меня.
Ảnh hưởng tới tôi.